A very good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mama Taro. Coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. It is cold. So it's one of those days where you're actually on the minus. I think it's -2. But the sun is out and there's blue skies. So I'm also sure whether I should take that as a good thing, which I will. It doesn't matter how cold it is. It was actually frosty today. So anywho, let's not do the weather. Mama Taro, Glasgow, Scotland. I just want to say this. I started a topic and I left that video halfway because I didn't even get time to finish it. Anyone can be anything when they want something from you. Repeat after me. Anyone can wear any mask when they're gaining from you in whichever way. Mostly if it's an emotional gain of some sort. So never ever ever say that you know somebody until they are placed in their natural habitat. When people are taken out of what they deem as the norm, they can end up camouflaging. It's like being a soldier, You don't go out to battlefield with your civilian clothes. So a lot of people are camouflaging out here. So for those who are naive, quotes, be very careful. If you're traveling and if you're planning to relocate, men or women, domestic abuse happens to anyone. So another thing that I will put out here is a lot of us only consider physical beatings abuse. If it is not physical, it's not abuse. So that is how a lot of people grew up describing domestic violence. If you're not being slapped, beaten, all those things, then it's not abuse. But that's not it. We need to educate ourselves on what abuse really is, because in countries like the UK here, emotional abuse is considered abuse. And I actually think that you can end up going to prison. You can be prosecuted for emotionally abusing somebody for a couple of years. Is it 5 years? There was a change in the laws. So if you're planning to travel, familiarize yourself with the law, because people will come out and be who they really are when they're placed in their natural habitat. I don't know what relocating does to people, but there's just a certain shift in energy when people move out of their natural habitats. So that is what happens. Educate yourself. Know what abuse is, so that when you see it, you know it for what it really is. You do not create excuses for it. You do not ignore it. You do not pretend that it doesn't exist, because as long as you sit in certain situations, then you become an enabler, and the people who are abusing you take advantage of you. So let me give you some few examples of abuse. What is considered abuse? Actually, it's worldwide, not only in the UK. It's just that here they're a bit more strict about it. Shouting. You know that intense shouting that somebody comes very close to your face, like they almost want to beat you, but they don't. That is abuse. Financial abuse. You know the way you go to work and then you give a whole chunk of your money to your spouse? Abuse. Control. You know the way somebody decides for you where you're going to go, what you're going to wear, or you can't wear that, or you can't go here. Control, abuse. What else did I want to talk about? Isolation. You know those people who'll be like, you can't see this friend, you can't talk to this person. Like the curtail your movements. Like they don't want you to go, they don't want you to be in the outside world, because they know that when you go out there, it is easy for you to get information. So control and isolation, form of abuse. What else? What else? What else? So those are just a few examples of what abuse is. Emotional abuse. So if you're in any situation that is making you feel a certain way, you're in partnership with somebody and you're not at peace, silent treatment, abuse. You know those ones that somebody pulls that one on you, that number on you, where they don't want to talk to you. They decide for no reason that they're just going to keep quiet, and they're going to ignore you, and they're going to ghost you, and they live in the same house. You know the way that thing just tugs at your heart and causes you to be unsettled. Abuse. So we're not even going to mention the major ones like entertaining other women, cheating. We're not going to talk about cheating and other things, but I'll continue with this topic. I'm actually at the bus station waiting for my bus. So this is a sensitive topic, and I think I just need to sit down and talk about these things properly. Anywho, it's Mama Toro coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland, the Gorgeous. Have a good evening, and my bus is here. My bus is here. birds,